Industrialization gave rise to the higher productivity rate and allows us to produce more things, including foods and other human needs. We need to increase the supply of food to reach the demand of the population. To cope to the demand of the food and other human needs, industries had to look ways to produce more and more resources from Earth. To produce more goods and needs of the growing population, more resources from Earth need to be extracted. More metals need to be mined. More oil need to be rigged. More trees need to be cut down, just to drive the industries and meet the need of the growing population. As a result of this mass production, the product of the industrialization is an enormous amount of waste materials that contaminates the major elements of the biosphere: land, water, and air. Land is the major element need of human being to survive. Land plays a vital role in producing trees that create oxygen, food, and shelter for the survival of human race. But because of overpopulation, lands are being exploited. Hundreds of hectares are converted into industrial purposes. Forest is needed to cut down to convert to farmlands and residential purposes. And because of the enormous amount of waste material caused by the growing population, lands are converted to landfills that can contaminate our rivers and other water ecosystem. Water plays a vital role in human race. Water is the essential element need of human being, plants, and animals. Water yield 50% of animals that live in water ecosystem. Water is subject to pollution caused by human waste and industrial waste. Because of the growing population, water ecosystems became an alternative dump site of human waste materials. According to United Nations, 95% of the world's cities still dump raw sewage into their water supplies. That's why it is not surprising to know that 80% of all health diseases in developing countries like the Philippines are caused by unsanitary water. The tremendous implication of throwing waste material to water ecosystem can be seen in the extinction of some water animals, the annihilation of water ecosystem, and waterborne diseases. Overpopulation can raise tons of issues about water because water is necessary in the production of food and to supply the demand of materials needed by the growing population. Air is the essential part of life because every living thing needs oxygen that can found in air. Because of the Industrial Revolution, production of goods to supply the growing number of population became easier, but in a big cost. The emission of various gases caused by the industrial factories cause different effects in our environment that also affect all living things, especially us. And also as the result of Industrial Revolution is the enormous amount waste materials like plastics. Because plastic can take millions of years to dissolve, and because of lack of proper waste disposal, people burn plastics that emit large amount of nitrogen and sulfur gases in the atmosphere that can contribute to air pollution. One of the effects of air pollution is global warming. This phenomenon is the abnormal increase of temperature caused by the liberation of methane or carbon dioxide in the atmosphere. Global warming has various serious implications, both ecological balance and as well as human health. It often results to melting of glaciers in the polar region and snow-capped mountains. That increases the level of seawater and oceans. Eventually, will cause massive flooding in low-lying areas. And also, as one of the effects of air pollution is the depletion of ozone layer. The ozone layer is the gaseous blanket that helps to sustain life in Earth by protecting us from various hazardous radiation such as UV rays. Because of pollutants damages the atmosphere, causing to abnormal increase of temperature and health risks like skin cancer and many more. The population of Earth is expected to be 7 billion as of the year 2014, and we have nothing to do about it. The best thing to do is to give awareness to the people because it takes 100 or probably million of years for our natural resources to regenerate. That's why we need to conserve and protect them for the sake of our future generation and the place we call home, the place we live, our Mother Earth.